Love this podcast? Support this show through the Acast supporter feature. It's up to you how much you give, and there's no regular commitment. Just hit the link in the show description to support now. Welcome to the Apollo Audio Podcast.
Hello, hello, hello.
I clapped my hands before I did that.
Wow.
There. It's like syncing in with the video that isn't here.
Yeah.
Do
you know,
clapperboard.
Do you know Anthony Fantano?
No.
Our biggest rival. No, internet's this music nerd. He's YouTube and like does reviews. You must have seen him.
No.
You must have seen Anthony Fantano.
Rick Beato I've heard of.
Oh,
Anthony
I love him.
Fantano, not heard of.
You'd recognise him. Bald bloke. I'm going to get a picture of him now.
All right. We've skipped on Billy again. I'm just going to, before you get too involved, I'm Martin Lumsden, producer and engineer, and I'm joined as always by Billy Hills.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. You said all that. Anthony Fantano, carry on.
He does a different intro every single time. So
Yeah.
instead of saying I'm Anthony Fantano, he'll go, I'm Anthony Fanhano or something like that.
Okay.
So we can change it. So you do the clap there. This
Yeah,
guy, bald bloke with a moustache.
Never seen him.
You've never seen him?
Never seen
It's
him.
like the biggest music reviewer.
Never seen him.
Wow. That's our competition.
I'm not interested.
So next week we've got
Bald
to come
bloke
up
with
with
a moustache. What are you saying? I should grow a moustache?
grow a moustache. I've got the hat and I'm bald. So you just grow the tash and we'll be all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. I've never heard of them.
Wow.
Maybe I'm just not online enough.
No.
I did watch a guy recently. He was a vocal coach, singing teacher. No,
Yeah.
vocal coach. I think he calls himself a vocal coach rather than singing teacher.
Yeah.
But he was doing analysis on the what's it called? K-pop Demon Hunters song. What's it called? Golden.
I've no idea. I'm not the internet enough for that.
Massive hit.
Yeah.
I know of it. I mean, it is an absolute banger of a pop track.
Is it? I've
It's
never
so.
listened to it.
I mean,
I'm scared.
it is.
I'm scared that I'll
so,
like it.
It's so well put together. I mean, you might not be your genre, might not love it, but you listen to it from a recording production point of view. You go, everything about this has been like, yeah, we were on our game when we did this.
Yeah.
But one of the things he was talking about is the vocalist's range. She hits stupidly high notes.
Oh, really?
In the vocal. It's mad. They're obviously really, really talented.
Yeah.
I think there's three of them that are singing on it. I think the lead singer wrote it as well, I think. And they've got to perform it live as well. You know, it's an animated film.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? It's got a cartoon thing, isn't
Yeah.
it? K-pop Demon Hunters. But the band or the vocalists exist, and they go out and they've performed them live on sort of Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon and all that kind of stuff. So they, you know, it's not just a studio production thing. It is a studio production thing. But it's very, very good, very good.
We haven't done K-pop yet as a genre.
No, we haven't. No, you're right. We haven't. I wouldn't even know where to start with K-pop. Yeah. I can't. No. Give me the name of a K-pop band.
Is it BTS?
Yeah, they're one of them. Yeah.
There's about 30 members in it.
They've just come back, haven't they? Because they were all on.
No idea.
They were all on national service.
Oh,
They
really?
all have to do military service. So I think they'd had it delayed. They were allowed to go in later, but they still had to do it. So I think they've all had like 2 years out or something because they all had to do their national military service in Korea. And
Didn't the
now
Korean
they're
football
back.
team get away with it because they won like the Asia Cup or whatever, and they were allowed to like? Because that's why Son hasn't done his service.
Is that right?
Don't know. Don't quote me on that one. I'm not.
Okay.
I haven't got loads of knowledge on Korean.
We're not
military
entirely
service.
up on the whole Korean political structure. That was a divergence. The other thing I see a lot of on Instagram at the moment, which I think is quite funny. Have you seen the guy that tries to get AI actors to like run scripts?
No.
It's like kind of AI is a long way from overtaking us because he puts these prompts in and tries to get AI actors to do like adverts or bits of script from movies and stuff like that. And they are uniformly terrible. It's like there's weird things that are going on. He said like, you can make it to do stuff, but it takes a long time because you have to edit it, restart it, reprompt it, all that kind of stuff. But if you just do a basic prompt that is like, sell a dishwasher, you're two people selling a dishwasher, put some dishes in the dishwasher and say this is going to save me a lot of time. Dishes appear from nowhere, voices change, characters change, people pop out of nowhere. It's just like, it's mad. And there'll just be like music playing. So I didn't ask for music. Why is there music playing in the background? his reaction to stuff is like, what are you doing?
Is there laws against? Because I know there was like a conference. Like, are they trying to delay how much AI can actually? This has turned into an AI podcast now. Really,
the Apollo AI podcast.
Should we do 1 week where it's all AI and see if they notice?
When it's not us.
Yeah. But they can do our voices, see if we sound. Yeah. I know it's a Google Drive thing. You can. They can make a podcast for you, and like they give us. That's insane. But the one I saw recently, sorry to bring the tone down a little bit, but there's a Lucy Letby documentary on Netflix. Have you seen it?
No.
So instead of using, they obviously want their identity hid her friends or whatever. They've recreated, like, instead of doing like a reconstruction of like someone else that didn't voice, they've used AI completely.
Yeah.
For, like different faces, but the lips don't move the right way.
No.
So I'm just like, what's going on?
It's really weird.
It's very close, but it's like
this is it. It's really good, but it's also not really good.
It's not yet.
Anyway, but yeah. Well, things.
Stop the bots. That's our message.
Stop the bots. We're going to put that caption every episode. Yeah. Stop the bots. Come and play some actual music. That's the main message, isn't it? Make some real stuff and play some music and play in front of people. That's what we're banging on about.
Yeah.
That
might be more expensive, but it's worth it, isn't it?
Well, it's like I said, you could press a button and say I made a song, but you haven't.
No. What's the point?
On a album thing, I saw on our sort of general theme of making albums and making music, I saw a thing from Far Out magazine online that said 10 albums that tarnished an artist's legacy. So the basic premise being that they did one album that everyone went, oh, that's ruined it.
Yeah.
I just wondered what you're thinking of is this, because the first one that came up was Milo Xyloto by Coldplay.
Is that the one? It's got Paradise on it.
Yeah.
It's got bangers on it, to be fair. It's got loads of singles.
Yeah.
But it's a step into their pop, what they are now, I suppose.
I think that's the point, is that they're sort of suggesting that was their transition period where they went from sort of cool and everybody liked them and sort of Radiohead influenced and, a bit of sort of indie pop band to, well, indie rock band, I suppose, even, to a kind of, no, we just make massive stadium songs for everyone to sing along to, and it doesn't really matter whether they're any good or not.
Yeah. I think there's a song called Charlie Brown on there. It's a great song. Paradise.
There's a collaboration with Rihanna's on that as well.
Again, I don't mind that version of Coldplay, but anything after that really.
I can see their point in that's the point where it changed.
Yeah.
For Coldplay, and I could probably go along with it. I might just about stretch it. Not into the next. I think the next album after that was Ghost Stories, which was a bit weird. I think he'd just broken up with Gwyneth Paltrow at that point.
Oh, really?
And then they did the other one. The next one after that had all the collaborations with Beyonce and stuff like that on it, which was kind of, I don't know. It was like Milo Xyloto, but ramped up.
Yeah.
And it really, after that, is when I really lost interest.
I like Sky Full of Stars. That's a banger.
Yeah, but was that on an album? Or was that a separate?
I don't know.
I can't remember either. Dirty Work by the Rolling Stones. The Rolling Stones I've got so many albums I can't even remember. When was that? Who cares? That one. I'm going to guess that was probably mid-80s, and I'm going to suggest that they were long gone by then. From my point of view, Just Push Play by Aerosmith. Have you ever been into Aerosmith? No, me neither.
No, I don't really know.
Me neither.
That whole sort of hair, I don't know, are they hair metal, but not hair metal, but you get that.
They're more like, they are a bit more sort of bluesy. They're probably more in the sort of Rolling Stones rock area.
I put them with like Bon Jovi,
I think. No, because I think they predate Bon Jovi, and I'm going to say they're a little bit cooler than Bon Jovi. And they did have that, their big comeback was obviously that track with Run DMC.
Oh yeah, well that was their comeback.
Walk This Way. Well, that's an original Aerosmith track from the 70s, I think.
Oh
They'd kind of lost their way and no one was really interested. And then Run DMC did this version of Walk This Way that they roped Aerosmith into. Yeah. And I think that gave Aerosmith a chance to go, remember us? Yeah. We're actually not that bad. And then they had a run of hits again after that, I think.
The song in Armageddon. Don't wanna close. That's a banger.
Yeah, which is a song they didn't write.
Oh yeah?
It's their only number one song, but they didn't write it. It's written by Diane Warren, who has written multiple massive hits.
So it's not a cover per se, but it's not...
No one else did it, but they didn't write it.
Oh wow.
Which is obviously very unusual for not obviously, but that's unusual for Aerosmith. They basically wrote all their songs, but their biggest hit was not written by them. Similar to Simple Minds, I think. Don't You Forget About Me. That's similar.
Oh, really?
It might even be another Diane Warren song, actually, now that I think about it. But similar. They had, basically known for doing their own stuff, but their biggest hit was, again, a number one from a movie, and they didn't write it.
What movie is that in?
The Breakfast Club.
Oh, okay.
For my generation, loads of people said that is the ultimate American teen movie, Breakfast Club. It's crap. It's just personal point of view.
Yeah.
Sorry, write to me. Alanis Morissette, sort of follow up to Jagged Little Pill, which no one remembers. Because Jagged Little Pill was huge. That's a good question, actually. I don't think that many.
Did we do Jagged Little Pill? We didn't.
No, we haven't. We've not covered that one. Massive seller, that one. And then on with other artists. I mean, here's another one, a bit like the Rolling Stones and Aerosmith to me. So there's an album by The Who, It's Hard by The Who, that sort of lost their theme. And I'm like, I don't even know.
Yeah,
The Who,
no.
Tommy, remember that one? Who's Next? That was one of theirs. But that's all 1969, 1973. Did anyone care about The Who after that? They're still banging on, still going. Can't get rid of them. Chinese Democracy, Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, I've heard that, because that took years to make that one, didn't it?
By the time that came out, really no one cared. And I think it's a thing it says about the fact that it was rehearsed and rehearsed and rehearsed to it just had no real life to it.
Yeah.
It's just overproduced, over-rehearsed, everything bad about it. But can you guess what number one is? I don't know that's a contentious... An album that put the brakes on a major artist's career after their first couple of albums had been huge, and then third album was
British American,
lost their way. British.
Arctic Monkeys.
I mean, that's a fair shout. Is that true?
Humbug. I don't like that. I like Arctic Monkeys.
I like bits of Humbug.
Yeah, but I like them for I appreciate as an artist that they can do that. But I love their first two albums, and Humbug fell off.
I think it's really... This isn't the answer, but I think that's a really good example. Arctic Monkeys are one of those... We were talking about David Bowie and how much he's celebrated for following his own artistic path and changing identities and doing things differently and not just trying to replicate the previous album.
Yeah.
Arctic Monkeys are a band that gets slated for that.
Yeah.
Oh, just go back and do the old stuff.
Yeah.
But I can completely understand why Alex Turner's going, I've done that.
Yeah.
Oh, I do something
just
else.
The voice, though, is just annoying.
It's a little bit... It's too putty on, isn't it? Really. A little bit.
Go on, give me another clue.
But some of his new stuff. Oh, they were massive in the news last year.
1975?
No. No.
What?
No, the other massive band in the news last year who went out on tour, split up 15 years and then got back together again.
Oasis.
Oh, finally. I can't believe you're struggling
Be
with
Here
this.
Now.
Be Here Now. Yeah. Which I think it's so much in retrospect.
Too long. Too much cocaine.
It is. It's true. But it's just all so much in hindsight, because when that album came out, no one was saying it was bad when it came out.
Yeah.
Trust me, I was there.
Yeah.
It was only afterwards they went, actually...
I
think we got a bit conned here. Everyone was so into the idea of Oasis and them being brilliant and them being huge.
Yeah.
That got 5-star reviews, magazine 5-star reviews. It's only later on that they went back and went, yeah, we were all a bit caught up in it, isn't it? It's not that good.
Yeah. I think it's not a bad album in the slightest. Someone else released the album, but all the songs are 7 minutes long.
Everything's too long.
There's guitar solo in every song. But do you know what I mean? You got Stand By Me, Getting Better Man's a great song, My Big Mouth. There's some bangers on that album.
Definitely are.
One of my idols, Jamie Lenman, did a podcast once in a band called Ruben. He says his favourite albums are where artists sort of fall off a little bit and go a bit weird. He says he loves them albums. they've gone like that, and they've gone through their weird phases. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Queen did a one when they sort of, I think it was after News of the World or something like that. Yeah. And he said that's their most slated one.
They did a disco album. Is that the one he means?
Probably,
Hot Space, I think it was called.
That's my favourite. What's an album that you love that is slated?
An album I love that's slated?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'll have to have a think about that.
It's a good question, isn't it?
It is a good question. I mean, it's kind of why we're here, isn't it?
Yeah.
What is it? An album that I love that more people should like. That was slated. I mean, we did cover Cardiacs a little bit in that. When that came out, no one really liked it, but I think it's kind of found its audience a lot more now. Yeah. It was very culty, but it did get hammered by critics who don't hammer it now.
Yeah.
I don't really know, to be honest. And everything does go backwards a little bit. I seem to recall... Actually, I was reading something about Duran Duran recently, because I was a big Duran Duran fan when they were around. And it was kind of saying that I think it was rating all of their albums and saying like which ones are good and which ones are bad. And I was surprised Seven and the Ragged Tiger was their third album, which even as a fan I remember thinking, is this all right? Is it okay? But I think it's higher rated now than it was at the time because they were coming off the back of Rio, which was huge.
Yeah.
And then that one was a bit. Again, similar thing. Was it just overproduced, too much going on, too many ideas, trying too hard?
Yeah.
Rather than just going with what they were actually good at. If they'd done Rio Part 2, everyone would have loved it. Yeah. Because everyone did love Seven and the Ragged Tiger, but it was also a little bit... I don't know. I don't think it'll come up as anyone's favourite.
Yeah.
But
it's that thing at the time where it's new at the time, it's fresh.
Yeah.
Like, I've got to like it.
Yeah.
And you have years with it. Like, you've had years of the previous albums, you know about it, but...
Yeah. I don't know. It is a good question. I will reflect on that further. Have you got one?
Well, I've got a bit of a niche one. I'm a massive Deftones fan. Their fourth album after White Pony, which we've done on the podcast before, is because White Pony was so massive, and then they did their self-titled. Again, they were all on cocaine. That seems to be quite a common denominator in the bad albums. They just went purely heavy, and I was like, I love that.
Yeah.
They've gone from like really ambient and weird to like back to their roots sort of thing. And again, I didn't grow up the time with it because it came out in 2003. I only got into Deftones when I was a teenager, and I just listened to that without the context of the time. I was like, this is a bit me, this. But I can imagine. You sort of do go with the crowd at some points, don't you?
Yeah.
You follow because you've been told that it's not as good.
Yeah.
So you sort of lean into that. But because I came from 15 years later, I was like, oh, this is my favourite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. I think find the ones that you like. Yeah, it is interesting. Like you said, like what your peer group is and what people like.
Have you ever
all that stuff?
Like as you get because I can't like when you're a teenager like. You just absorb like a sponge of music, don't you? And you can listen to that whole band's discography.
Yeah.
In later ages, it's not as hard as to do, but I don't think you're as much as a sponge. If I found a band now that I love from the 90s, have you had that in recent times where you've found... Sundays, I suppose I did it a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I think it's just less and less so,
They had 3 albums, the Sundays?
Yeah.
So it's not a huge catalogue to try and like work your way through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if is there a band that I've discovered more recently that thought, I must go out and check out the other stuff. I did that a bit with REM. I didn't really get properly into REM until quite late in their career because they sort of started early 80s and it was probably late 80s, 88, 89 maybe, Losing My Religion and all that kind of stuff. Or the album before that, probably Green. But I think they had 4 or 5 albums out before that that I then went and sort of went back and listened to and then thought, nah, they're not as good. There's a good greatest hits album out of their first 5 albums, but the actual albums themselves are hard work, I think. Especially the early stuff when he just like mumbles his way through stuff and can't understand a word he's saying. Deliberately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's all
so we'll miss them albums. Then.
Doesn't really matter what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but just saying, like, that's sort of my point. Like, with age, I think you sort of know what you like. At a younger age, you're still so open to like different genres, different bits.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I was still sort of willing to do that. Oh, I like this band. I must go and check the rest. Check out the rest of it. Yeah. Whereas maybe we just haven't got the time.
Yeah, it is.
Or more
forward
looking.
Thing,
Or the other thing I keep thinking about is how much more there is. Not that long ago, if you did want to go back and listen to music, there was less of it.
Yeah.
Like even in the 90s, if you wanted to, there was maybe 30 years worth of rock music. Prior to the 90s, now there's another 30 years, and it's exploded as well. So it's not just this. It's not just double. It's more like tenfold or 20-fold or something.
That's a good point.
So there's so much to kind of go back. Yeah. You don't have to go back and sort of find a catalogue. Although I guess people do. People get so attached to individual bands. I think we're maybe mildly different in that we have broader taste, don't get so attached to specific bands
well,
as much.
I think you have your band, don't you? It's like they're and you love their whole discography, but then... Yeah. There's only a few bands you can say that about, really, isn't
Yeah,
there?
but I think it's becoming rarer that, like you said, you find a band later on in their trajectory. Like I heard their 4th album, and I hadn't heard them before. And I'll go back and sort out the rest. I think because everything's a bit more present now, you're less likely to do that. Maybe it's more likely you'll have heard their 1st or 2nd album already, and then go forward. I don't know. Anyway, album talk continues with a specific album.
Bit of a rogue one this
week. This week's album, Billy, you chose.
It's my turn.
Why?
Well, basically, that's what the question I'm asking myself now. I thought it'd be a bit different. So what was the album we did before?
We did The Shape of Punk to Come last time.
So I wanted a bit of a breather, because we did that, we did Audio Slave, and I thought, let's do a nice sort of relaxing one. And I only really knew from it, so we're doing Kil Moon, it's Tiny Cities. And I tell you how I heard about him is just on Spotify when they play the next track, and they played a song called Never Ending Maths Equation, which I love, which is on this album.
Okay.
And I think I was listening to Phoebe Bridgers or something like that, acoustic sort of folky sort of stuff. And I do like my really like sort of emotional stripped back guitar stuff, like the Phoebe Bridgers sort of stuff. And I was like, I need to give that more of a go. And I didn't know so much of this album, but I knew a lot of his other singles that Spotify just plays. So I was like, I want to give his whole album a go.
Yeah.
And I don't really know how I feel about it. I was quite excited for it. It's like a nice 30-minute one. Get through it quite easy, give it a few listens. And there's some cool ones on there, but my takeaway from it is he writes some really emotional sort of music, lovely guitar work, but I feel like the lyrics don't match the heaviness of the emotional of the music.
Yeah.
He's like writing these really deep melodies, guitars, and then he write about fishermen having 4 fingers. And they will like, what's another title track like, and about convenient parking, and like, I can't get round. I can't sing a song about parking and love it. There's got to be a deeper element to it. That's what I really struggled with. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
If the songs are really deep about heartache, and I'm sure some of them are, but it's like...
Did you pick this album because it had the track that you knew on it?
Yes.
Right. Do you know that he didn't write any of the songs on this album?
No.
This is... Because I found... And I peculiarly, accidentally... I suppose I should be glad that I found this out before I listened to it or not. I don't know how much of a difference it would make. This is the 2nd album, I think, from Kil Moon. It is a tribute album to Modest Mouse.
What does that mean?
All the songs are by Modest Mouse. He's like covering Modest Mouse.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's made up entirely of songs from the catalogue of Modest Mouse.
Who's Modest Mouse?
Well, they are a sort of American indie band, I guess. Modest Mouse are one of those bands I know the name of, but I don't really know.
I thought it was the DJ.
I don't know anything about them. No, that's the other guy.
I was going to say, that's really thrown me off that.
No, not him.
That'd be quite impressive if you did.
Not him. College radio, I think they call it, sort of style.
Yeah.
I think I started listening to it and thought, because I do tend to look a little bit up, and I looked it up and went, oh, does Billy know this?
No, not at all.
Do you even know who Modest Mouse is? Yeah, all of this is, and it's such a weird thing to do.
Yeah, for a second album.
It's like, this is our 2nd album. Let's just do a whole load of songs by other people. And it's not like a cover of, not even like other people. It's all by one.
Is it of an album or just
one band? No, they've just selected songs from the Modest Mouse catalogue and said, we'll do those. And I don't know any of the original versions, so I've got nothing to compare it to. But you saying the kind of the construction, the lyrics don't seem to match the arrangements.
Yeah.
Quite possibly why.
Yeah, that makes so much more sense now.
But curiously, I can't see. Like you said, it's a 30-minute long album, and a lot of the songs are very short. Some of the, 124. I think the longest one on it is 3.5 minutes. Oh no, 4.5 minutes is the longest one. But a lot of them are under 2 minutes. And I feel like maybe even these are shortened versions of those songs. It almost feels like excerpts of those songs rather than full versions of the actual thing. So that's why I ended up listening to this and thinking, why did you suggest this? And I can understand it was from I heard a song that I really liked and I wanted to check out the album, which is, again, one of the ways in, right? It's kind of, I feel like I might like this band, this artist a bit more. I'll go out and check out more of their stuff. And maybe it's fair to say this might not have been the best way in.
A wasted week. I mean, it's all right. I didn't hate it.
Maybe not the best way in.
No, I didn't hate it. There was nothing. I liked a couple tracks. And again, Never Ending Math Equation still, I love that. So my playlist lists that quite a lot.
Yeah.
But there's no other really ones that stuck out for me.
No.
So yeah,
I didn't hate it either, but the best I would say is I was ambivalent.
Yeah.
The worst I would say is I was bored.
Yeah.
I couldn't get the point of it. It was like trying to find things. I think it does improve.
There's some lovely guitar on it.
It really sounds quite nice. I would say it sounds nice, but I didn't really like the vocal performance. I thought it sounded a bit disconnected and a little bit bored, and that was making me feel bored as well. So he doesn't sound like he's very excited about singing these songs. Maybe that's, I'm justifying because I already know that they weren't his.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of it did get better. I really did like Grey Ice Water, for example, which is about track 8, I think. But you really had to persevere to get that far to go like, oh, this is a good one.
Yeah, finally.
Like I said, it's a 30-minute album, and it felt longer. It was like, how much more of this is it? It just felt really repetitive and a little bit, not even, say downbeat. I don't mind downbeat. Yeah. But it just didn't sound like, I don't know, it just didn't sound like anyone was very interested in what they were doing, other than as an exercise in doing stuff. So like the sound, it's all very well recorded, it's all nicely put together, the arrangements are quite nice, there's nice instrumentation on it, but all of it sounds a bit like, who cares?
Yeah. I wanted 10 of Never Ending Math Equation. I thought it would be like that. And it's very hard being... Well, this is what I think Phoebe Bridgers does well. She obviously writes all her guitars, just vocals and guitar. All her songs, just vocal and guitar. And then she adds production to the album to make it sound different. I don't want to keep bringing the same song up, but Never Ending Math Equation had the drums in, had some more strings in, and that's what made it cool. If that was just guitar, it'd be nice. But I feel like a lot of it is just him and the guitar, and that's very hard to do on an album. I think live that's really cool, but you need something a bit different to keep you interested for half an hour. Bit of a sidetrack, but writing them songs like that and to try to keep them interesting for a whole album's worth is a feat in itself of good songwriting. Because the way I work, listen to metal music, keeps you interested because every 30 seconds something new is happening. It doesn't really follow like a verse chorus structure. So I was doing Fontaine's DC in one of our band classes the other day. Yeah, Jackie Down the Line. You listen to it, you think it's got so much going on, all the bits, changing melodies. It's 2 chords throughout the whole song. Yeah. And how do you do that for 3.5 minutes? Yeah. It is insane. I think that is such a clever way of songwriting. Lazy. No, not really
lazy. But no, it takes a bit of effort. I mean, what's the famous example of that? Dreams, Fleetwood Mac is another one. It's 2 chords, isn't it? But the arrangement of it and the performance of it means you don't really notice that it's only 2 chords. Yeah, just rotating backwards and forwards.
So it can be done really well. I think it's harder to do than have 8 chords rather than 2. Yeah. But so that's what I was trying to sort of compare it to. Is it really clever songwriting? I think it would be better if there's more production, more instrumentation.
I think it's not clever if it's not good. It's clever to songwriting to do a song with 2 chords if it's a good song and it works well. It's not clever to kind of just go, I'll just do 2 chords and it'll be all right, and it's not. It's just dull. So I feel like, I don't know, I feel like some of these could be better. See, it didn't even encourage me to think, shall I go and investigate the original Modest Mouse versions by thinking, this is a good song, but maybe I just don't like it. I was just like, this sounds like it's going to be boring. Yeah. And I feel sad for Modest Mouse. Yeah. I feel like they've put me, I don't want to listen to Modest Mouse songs. Yeah. They could be awesome, but now I've listened to this, I feel like I'm less inclined
Sorry, Modest Mouse.
to go back and listen to that. Some good song titles, but Space Travel is boring. I was like, this song is boring.
Oh Christ! I think I should be punished for that. I'm not allowed to choose an album for a few weeks now.
No, I think I did think it's exactly what we were talking about. That you find a way into something, and what do you do? Ignore it, experience it. There could be, like I said, that question that you asked about. Is there an album that you really love that no one else got, or it got slammed, or whatever? You hear a track by a band, and you go, they could be my next favourite band. I'll go and find out more. No, it doesn't really work. No. I'm not sure why. And it might just be the wrong, a misstep, which can be a shame as well. Yeah, because you like that song, and thought, I'll go and listen to the album. It could be that the rest of his catalogue is completely different and really interesting.
As well. Yeah,
could be completely different. But unfortunately, do you want to listen to more Sun Kil Moon? Oh God, no. Not if it's going to be the same.
Yeah, but I do love this sort of genre of music of emotional acoustic. Do you remember a band called Nis Loppy? They did my dad's JCB one.
Yes, I've met him.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Go on, tell the story.
He came and did a house party, a house gig at my sister's house.
No way! Huh. What, did you win a competition or something?
No, because you know this is a thing, right? For bands, especially these days, you can't make much money anywhere else.
Yeah.
So you do a gig in someone's house.
That's so cool.
And they pay you to do the gig. And quite often they'll pay you a bit, but they'll give you dinner, they'll put you up.
Yeah.
And they'll pay you a bit of money, but they'll put a bucket round afterwards as well, so everyone chucks in some money as well.
Yeah.
But no, it's literally my sister was like.
Was it two of them?
It was just him, just the main singer.
Yeah, and I listened to the JCB song. I was like, I love that bit, emotional, really cool, good storytelling.
Yeah,
I listened to them. It's like similar sort of vibe to this, but better. That sort of folky singer-songwriter, acoustic guitar is the main sort of thing, and the vocals.
Yeah,
but he tells a story so well. And Charlotte will bring up each week. She doesn't like it because it's a little bit talky, a little bit but I love that. I think anyone that sounds original, sounds like themselves, sounds so much more emotive and pulls at the heartstrings. No one sounds like you.
Yeah.
So I love Nis Loppy. I think they're really cool name as well.
He was Ed Sheeran used to.
Yeah, he loved them, didn't he?
Well, he roadied for them, I think.
Really?
And went on tour with them. Yeah, I think he was either like a roadie or a guitar tech or something like that. That was his I love these guys, and it was part of him getting into music was through them. Yeah. So I think they're from the same part of the country, are they? I think.
Yeah.
Suffolk somewhere.
Yeah. Well, they had that massive success with JCB. Yeah. And that's so hard to follow. The music video was great. I mean, that was probably a viral video for 2005, wasn't it?
And they're a one-hit wonder, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
So was it Christmas #1?
I don't know.
It was a Christmas hit,
I remember that's when you used to buy singles. I remember going to HMV or WH Smith and literally just having that. There's another song called I forget what it's called now, but you literally just 2 tracks in it and just having that repeat in the car.
Yeah,
such a great song. It's one of them songs I go back to. I will listen to it for 6 months and that's all I listen for the next 2 weeks. It's so good. Yeah, really, really good.
But yeah, it's a good way in. And as you said, this one, Sun Kil Moon, as much as this is a weird thing to say because I found it pretty boring, but it did give me some ideas because I am
never make music like this.
Never make music like this. No, but I say especially some of these songs that the ones that did work, like say Great Grey Ice Water, like you say, Never Ending Math Equation. This feels a little bit more to them. Maybe the song is better or the arrangement is better, but. So I'm working with a band at the moment who are acoustic guitar and vocal. That's basically it. So to elevate that, to stop it just being a performance and trying to think about an album context and trying to think about how the songs all work together, you need to think about what are the arrangements going to be here? What are we going to add? How are we going to construct these songs, particularly if they are, when you're just playing acoustic guitar and singing, quite repetitive. The chord sequences are the same, the strumming's the same. You're not there. These aren't like big technicians. They're not going to show off with their acoustic guitar playing and have people sort of give you a round of applause because you just did this amazing flourish. It's an accompaniment to the vocal as much as anything else. So to elevate that, I think, well, what do I do? So there's some ideas in there in terms of construction, the type of instrumentation you might want to use. So just kind of going, there's always something useful to find if that's your approach.
Yeah.
But as a listening experience, is just that, do you like these songs? No.
Well, I'm glad to get there though. Now I can move on to the next one.
Yeah, and it doesn't take up a lot of your time. No. I agree with you. I would sort of explore individual songs rather than recommend to anyone, go and check out this album because it's really good. Check out a couple of the songs. You like Never Ending Math Equation. Yeah. I liked Grey Ice Water. Yeah, I would check out a couple of those.
It's one of them ones where I know it sounds a bit weird. I'd rather hate something than be just it's all right. Because at least it's I find it maybe a bit challenging then.
Yeah.
Unless it's really, if it's really bland, then I hate it as well. But if it's just it's okay.
Yeah.
But the Primus ones, not saying I hated it, I wouldn't listen to it, but it's at least it's try and do something. I feel like this is just a bit.
Yeah, like I said, I was kind of ambivalent about it, just a bit bored and didn't find much of interest. And it was just easy to not care.
Yeah. The reason I chose it, because I thought it would be a good vinyl sort of one.
Yeah.
And I thought it'd be this is quite, I like that one, put it on background, nice sort of singer.
Vocally, there was something vocally that reminded me of again, who do I want to listen to that I think would do this better? And I couldn't make my mind up whether it was the National or Bon Iver or maybe sort of somewhere in between those sounds. That sort of vocal style
Yeah, I get that one.
Part of the double tracking, and there's I think Bon Iver pretty good from what I've heard. Some of that stuff, the National, I mainly know from collaborations with Taylor Swift.
Bon Iver was like our first album we did, wasn't it?
I think it was one of the first ones we did. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I only discovered then how to pronounce Bon Iver.
Yeah,
I'd been saying it wrong for years prior to that. How do you know unless you try?
Yeah,
and to give up. I mean, even a longer album, if you're kind of, shall I give it a go? Because everyone's into playlists and everyone's saying they don't have time. You stick something on and say, I'm going to listen to this. How long are you listening for? 45 minutes, maybe an hour? Just to listen to something?
Yeah.
Stick it on in the car. I know it's always convenient. And I'm assuming here that we are talking to people who don't just have an interest in listening to just whatever. But anyone who's listening to this podcast by this point is probably going, yeah, I'm interested in a bit more than just the latest hit single. But yeah, it's a good experience to hear things in order. In fact, that's an interesting thing about sequencing as well. Is something we haven't really talked about much about albums, but how important the order of the songs are. That when you're putting an album together, it's not just flinging songs on. There's a thought process that goes into it.
Yeah,
and I think it was Spotify used to default to shuffle.
Really?
On albums, that used to be their default option. I only heard this recently, and I think it was Adele who basically took them to task and said, this is ludicrous. I've spent ages thinking about the order of these songs. I'm not saying take the shuffle option off, but don't make it the default. Have it play in the order that I intended. If someone starts at track 1, it plays through from 1 through to track 12 or whatever. But Spotify, somebody had gone, wouldn't it be fun if we just jumble these up? No.
That's someone who's not coming from music then, someone doing
Absolutely. That, and without getting on we talk about AI and Spotify. They're a tech company. They're not a music company.
Yeah.
And that's where that comes from. Anyway, we'll find something else.
Hopefully better album next week.
So I don't think we'll be recommending that one.
Yeah.
Having said that, that is Sun, Kil Moon and Tiny Cities. And if you want to go and experience what we talked about and go like, you might disagree. You might think you might find something in there. It's another album that we can say, go and have a listen to. And as I said, the worst is 30 minutes of your life.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can always stop it after a couple of tracks and go, that's enough. We couldn't do that because we had to listen to the whole thing.
Well, that's what I'd say about this is like, once you've heard the first few, I think you've sort of got it as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I think so. Although I would kind of say again, I think it's track 3, the one that you like the best. It's track 3. And that was the point where I thought, well, maybe it's not horribly bad.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something else that might pop up. Anyway, that was Sun, Kil Moon and Tiny Cities. That was our album this week. And we'll be back again with another one next time.
See you later.
On the Apollo Audio Podcast. Woo. Billy's already said cheerio. I haven't told anything. All the stuff that you already know. You can find us on Instagram at Apollo Audio Podcast. We are on email if you want to write to us at Apollo. Don't write at Apollo. That's the problem with ats, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Gmail is apolloaudiopod@gmail.com. But you can find us on YouTube as well. Find us on the internet. Blah, blah, blah.
We've got our faces on there now, haven't we?
We've got our faces on there now. You can see what we look like. More importantly, or as importantly, if you're interested in making music, want to make records, need to practice before you make records, or want to learn how to make records or learn how to play, it is apollo-audio.co.uk for all your music needs, and we'll see you next time.
There you go.